to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with with your readings for, what is it, October the 14th through October the 20th. And thank you guys. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and the new subscribers. If you're returning, thank you so much for your loyalty and support of this channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you love these readings, or like them at least, and that you will come back. Now, these are general readings, guys, and they are for the collective. So keep in mind that sometimes Spirit needs to give a specific message to someone. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you would like a more personalized, tailored reading, you may click on this link here or go to my website. All the links will be below. This is for your sun, moon, and rising too. So those links will be in the show more section below too. I have a Facebook group, and I do a live stream in that Facebook group every 2 weeks. I'm a little late on it. I'm hoping to be able to do one tomorrow, Sunday. I'm hoping that some of you get this in time. I have been extremely busy this week, kind of organizing and getting everything ready, and I've been doing some reading, so I'm very grateful. Thank you. Now, what else? Another way to support me, guys, is through Patreon, and click on that link for it or look for it below. Check it out anywhere. I usually post things there that I don't post anywhere else, although I've been really laxy-daisy on my posts this week because things have been like, I've got to get stuff sorted. Anyway, lastly, these readings come in 3 sections, guys. This, the intro, and I'll put a skip time to this if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising below. Then there is the astrological report, and I'll put another skip time if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising. And then the tarot reading, the tarot card reading. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. This is your astrology report for the week of October the 14th through the 20th. There's not a lot going on. On Monday the 14th, the sun is square to Pluto, right? Well, that's kind of been happening anyway, particularly over the full moon on Sunday. It's forming a T-square, and that's, if you want to check out last week's, check out, because I talked about that last week. So the sun square Pluto, right? The sun is the life force. It's, you know, the light, it's energy, it's joy, right? And Pluto is darkness and deep, and and from the underworld, right? So it's like, this is like dark versus light, right? Good versus evil. We're going to have kind of a tumultuous time with this. Like sometimes it's like, oh, so much stuff is happening and, you know, you can't cope. And then something wonderful pops up. We're still feeling this beautiful sextile between the sun and Jupiter. So we're still feeling that. We'll be feeling that for most of the week. So that's really nice. You know, bursts of abundance are coming in. So it's lovely to feel that. Now, so let me give you an example of how Pluto square the sun is for me. Like, I've been really deeply organizing and getting rid of all my old paperwork, you know, taxes from years and years. So shredding and sorting. And the more you sort, the worse your place gets. And I had some help, so it was lovely. And so that was really lovely. Honestly, that was amazing to have someone help me. So then that starts like, oh, let me move this around, let me move that around. Then I'm going through photographs and I'm crying because I'm seeing my mom and my brother and reading cards that he'd sent me. And then, you know, and then in the middle of that, somebody contacts me for a reading, or so it's very, you know, opposing forces, if you will, are coming in and out. But it's almost like you feel the appreciation more with it. So, squares are motivating. So it kind of gets you up. Listen, you can be optimistic, but there's no point. Optimism without action is futile, right? It's foolhardy. So it's important to be optimistic, but it's important for our actions to match that optimism. We have to kind of get up and do something. And no matter what we're doing, it's shaking up the energy, right? It's like quantum physics, it's shaking it up so something good comes in. Now, on Wednesday, Mercury is in this beautiful relationship with Neptune, right? It's a trine. It's gorgeous. So you've got this, Mercury is the planet of communication, intellect, writing, publishing, right? And Neptune is this creative, ethereal, spiritual planet, but it can also have a negative effect. But because this is a trine, it's going to bring out its best qualities, right? So it's very good to meditate. It's very good to write, anything creative, visual arts. It's a brilliant time to do that. And what's really beautiful about this trine is that at the same time, Saturn is sextiling both Mercury and Neptune. So Saturn's bringing in structure, because Neptune can take you on a journey in your head, and you're like, before you know it, you start thinking about something, and then before you know it, 3 hours have gone by, and it's like, oh my God, I got to do all this. That was me today. But with Saturn at play, there's some structure there. Saturn's like, come on, get it together. That's great. You're having those fabulous, incredible, creative ideas. Yeah, come on, let's get some action in there. Let's do it. Come back to the ground and start doing what you're supposed to do. So it's not. There's not loads of things going on in the celestial sky this week, but I think really beautiful things. And we're feeling the full moon for this week too. For most of the week, we're going to feel that. And so it's great, darling. It's not too heavy, and it's just beautiful. So I wish you a wonderful, abundant week and filled with action and positivity. And let's go to the tarot card reading, shall we? Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for October the 14th through October the 20th. And this is the tarot card section of your reading. Aquarius, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aquarius for this coming week? I just thought I'd mention that I'm wearing my brother's fez hat. He recently passed away, so I'm channeling my brother. He had this fez hat for decades. I don't even remember how long. But I wanted to wear it and bring him into my consciousness. Okay, so Aquarius, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aquarius for this coming week of October the 14th through October the 20th? 3 cards for Aquarius, please. 3 cards. There's 1. Oh, there's 2. Oh, there's 3. Oh, darling, there's no hesitation in your messages. Let's have a look here. Very, very interesting. Okay, these are the clarifying cards for you guys. Aquarius. Aquarius. The golden age of Aquarius is upon us. Almost. Soon, darling, soon. Oof. Alrighty then. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Aquarius through these clarifying cards for this coming week? Please clarify. Oh, it's interesting. Yes. Oh, Spirit's here. I can feel my nose itching like crazy. It's driving me nuts. Sorry. Oh, gosh. And please clarify. Oh, that was going to come out. Please. Okay. Oh, darling. It's crazy. There are a lot of crossover here. Okay. Please clap. There it is. Ooh, Aquarius. I'm losing my voice. And not because I'm ill. It's because it's late. I need to sleep, really. Oh, let's look at your cards, shall we? I almost picked them up. Okay, so you have the King of Swords, clarified by the Four of Swords. Then you have the Justice card, clarified by the Fool. Then you have the King of Wands, clarified by the Lovers. Love. Love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever. Okay. Don't go, don't go, don't go, stay. The first card out for you is the King of Swords. Now, he's very much like the Judgment card that's here too. He's like the champion for justice. He's a brilliant leader. He's very intelligent. He's, a good businessman. He is all about the truth. He's all about seeking the truth and fighting for justice. It's like doing what's right. So the big thing here, it's karmic, right? The Justice card is karmic too. Don't take any shortcuts this week. Do everything for the right reason and for the higher good of everyone. We don't want to create you don't want to create karmic debt, let's put it that way. So let's work off the karmic debt, shall we? And this might be a time that you will do that. Okay, so let me go on, because you've got the Four of Swords clarifying the King of Swords, right? The Four of Swords is like, you've got to take care of yourself. You've got to get enough rest, enough hydration, enough sleep. It's the basic needs that you need to kind of look after yourself. If you can't look after yourself, you can't look after anybody else. So let me move on to the next card. The next card is the Justice card, right? The Justice card, it can be litigation. If you have any kind of litigation or any arbitrary kind of decision coming down, it can be as simple as, are you going to, it could be a court case, right? That this could come down, and it could be an insurance claim. It's going to be accepted or not? It could be, are you getting a job? Are you getting an apartment, a house? Are you moving? It's a decision that perhaps somebody else is making that can change your life in some way. And when the Justice card comes in, it means it's going in your favor as long as you have kept your side of the street clean, as long as you've treated people with respect and you've done the right things for the right reasons, and you've been authentic, honest, and truthful. So remember that. And if you haven't, then you're paying off your karmic debt, and it's okay. Just accept whatever. It's being able to accept the consequences of your actions. And that clears up karmic debt. It's like, okay, you know what? That's it. I can think of an example, but I'm going to keep going. So the next card that's clarifying this is the Fool, right? And the Fool is this energy that's excited, looking for he's represented by the zero, right? It's zero. And zero represents infinity. So infinite opportunities. He's very optimistic. He's taking a leap of faith. He's excited about life, right? So change is here. And when the Fool comes in, you're being asked to look. There are two types of reactions to change. The Fool has not been beaten up by life, so he's kind of naive, and so he's very happy to go out there and just experience life. No matter what comes down the pipe, he's going to look at it as an adventure. So he's coming into this reading because there's change. So the other way to look at the change is that you've got all this life experience. You've been beaten up a bit, so you're like, oh no, God, what's around the corner? I'm frightened. I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. How am I going to survive? How am I going to feed myself? How am I going to get shelter? He doesn't worry about that. So when the Fool comes in, you are being asked to look at this change as an adventure. Take on the adventurous aspect of this new beginning, this start of this journey that you are about to embark on. And the next card is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is passionate, is a brilliant leader, fabulous father, incredible husband, and he's gregarious. He loves to go out. He's very social. He's charming. He's engaging. His conversation is amazing, and he loves to be entertained. He can get bored very easily and can go off the party a little bit too much. He can go off the rails a bit. So when he comes into a reading, you're being asked to rein it in and just be guided spiritually. So yes, have fun, but don't stay at the party too long. Don't overdo it. Stay within the parameters and enjoy yourself, but don't do anything to excess. Be guided by spirit. It's coming back to doing the right thing for the right reasons, and not to get distracted. And clarifying it is the Lover's card, right? The Lover's card is, sometimes it's a decision. Maybe it's a decision not to kind of stay out too late, party too long, being a social butterfly. It's good to be out there and socialize, but not to the extent where you're not considered authentic or, stable, if you will. So this Lover's card, for some of you, it can mean that you are engaged, and I don't mean engaged in the ring or commitment type, but you are engaged with somebody who is perhaps not authentic and gets bored easily. That could be the case. It could be he could be a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. And the Lover's card is, I always think that the Lover's card, of course it can be a decision, but to me it's about treating someone the way you want to be treated. It's like, if you want to be loved, then love someone. If you want to be respected, then respect them. It's mirroring you in somebody else's eyes. And I really am getting that it's important to do the right thing for the right reasons. No shortcuts. If you are the King of Wands, and you don't have to be a male to be the King of Wands. The cards aren't, it doesn't have to be male energy is what I'm saying. So this can represent you being bored in the relationship too, or bored with your social life. So the thing to do, and perhaps doing a little too much networking, and the thing to do is to rein it in and really think, get in touch with spirituality, get in touch with your faith, really do the right things for the right reasons. Aquarius. I can't even sing anymore. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media. Comment. I live for comments and feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.